Okay, when you think things can get bad to worse, the agreement of Sir Jim to acquire 25% of Man United using only 1.4 billion do break the fantasy on many Man United fans. Given the fact that this agreement, Glazer's still basically under control for God knows how long would it be. Are we still going to suffer more? God of football God, whoever up there, please save Man United and Eric Ten Hag. We are drowning. Getting sidetracked here. To give it the benefit of a doubt or dim light within the abyssal darkness, the participation of Sir Jim to Man United technically represented a new chapter of Man United. Positive or not, time will tell the result. With that said, let's talk about the players, shall we? And the player we will say is none other than the Man United newly appointed captain Bruno Fernandes. The Portuguese maestro had been a massive success of a signing for Man United, being single-handedly dragged Man United to relevance with his creative playmaking, goal-scoring output and leadership. Of course, his ugly side as a player cannot be denied. Constant whining to ref, going to the ground easily, and similar name Bruno is his playstyle reminiscent of Bruno Mars song, whereby frustrated fans on the category as well. Furthermore, with the introduction of Eric Ten Hag to Man United, in which emphasized possession and patient build-up playstyle highly contrasts with the skipper direct Hollywood playstyle. Also, this season, with inconsistency performance by him and Man United in general actually led to some speculation potential replacing Bruno as a whole. There is one candidate that showed his quality and overall ability where Man United could have a look and probably under Sir Jim bring him in as an understudy and in a couple years time a perfect replacement without any hiccup. That person is none other than Florian Wirtz. In this video, we will find out the backstory of Wirtz, his strength and weakness as a player, and then his comparison to Bruno Fernandes, plus could he be a perfect replacement for Fernandes. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you stumble into this channel and somehow like this content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Florian Richard Wirtz, born in Fulham, Germany, 3rd of May 2003, made him 20 years old this year, playing as an attacking midfielder for Bayern Leverkusen. Side note that after doing some of these players and slowly found out that how young their age and the maturity presented on their appearance made me feel like a midget. Oh lord. Florian Wirtz began his playing career with his local side Grünwald Brohweiler before the former Bundesliga giants FC Köln taken notice of his immense talent and brought him into their academy in 2010. The young prodigy then worked his way through the Geschborg Academy and after turning heads at every age group, combining with the described by the Corner newspaper as the best midfielder to come through the club in 30 years. Also after he guided Köln to the under-17 Bundesliga title, other European big clubs left and right started to seek for his signature. However, even with the deep interest from Premier League club and Bayern Munich, Wirtz off to his local club Bayern Leverkusen, known for their development of young players. Then the teenager quickly stood out for Leverkusen and after just 6 months playing at the youth level, was called up to the senior squad for a trade to Werder Bremen in June 2020, whereby he started in the 4-1 victory and became the club's youngest ever debutant, in addition to the 3rd youngest player in the Bundesliga history, aged just 17 years and 16 days old. Since then, Wirtz has since established himself as a first-team regular and managed to fill the role flawlessly after Kai Havertz's departure to Chelsea. Till today, Wirtz has made a total of 113 appearances, scored 26 goals and provided 34 assists. Spoken so much on his background, let's move to his strength. And before we enter into this profile, Bayern Leverkusen under the former World Cup champion Xabi Alonso have been flying high with his up-tempo offense, including a disciplined defense, while Wirtz was part of that contribution. Wirtz's strength can be separated into 3 categories. First would be his final third passing, second is his ball carrying ability, and third is his spatial awareness. Let's kick off with his final third passing. Creativity, dynamic and all-rounder were the terms that closely associate with Wirtz's playstyle. During the offensive final third, Wirtz can do it all, utilizing his passing and eye of goal. On the passing side, Wirtz had already obtained the nickname Assist Machine, His ability to find space, especially between the lines, is a natural talent even though his distribution can be slightly erratic. As according to the FB report that recorded the past 365 days of a player performance, Wurtz recorded an outstanding 0.45 assists, 0.34 expected assist goal, and 5.9 shot creating action that all three of them sit at above 90 percentile, illustrated his playmaking ability at front. And digging deeper, his 6.97 progressive passes, 3.34 key passes, and 3.9 passes into final third, plus the 2.52 passes to the penalty areas, all sit at above 90 percentiles as well, shows his creative output when it comes to the final third action. Numbers aside, on the eye test, Wurtz was not shy nor can be very direct in the passing selection, especially the lofty pass that breaks the defensive line. And we can hear when Wurtz see the opportunity presented to hit a loft pass with utilizing little backlift before striking the ball, he can simply place the ball above the defenders and hit his teammates on the other side, always finding them where they don't have to check their run, instead allowing them to run onto the ball without any flattering. Moving on to his second strength, Wurtz's dribbling had been highly praised, particularly ball carrying ability was seen as his high selling point. Obviously, with his young age, Wurtz remain have room for his body to enhance, maybe to have enough core strength to shake off any body challenges with minimal fuss and more importantly, bounce off opponents without breaking any stride. Wurtz have had impressive turn of pace and can be extremely difficult to stop when in full flow or while keeping a close control of the ball. And the FB stats also back those up with 44.44 carries and the 3.30 carries into the final third, highlighted his amazing carry ability. Although as a cam in by position, Wurtz in the Bayern team can times willing to drop deep to a center midfielder, receive the ball and then spin to drive the ball up front and then lay offs to another teammate. Furthermore, he's confident in his dribbling also reflected when it comes to take on opponents. His 6.05 takes on attempt with 3.6 mind-blowing successful takes on close to 60% successful rate, all sitting close to 99 percentile, shows him not just embrace the challenge but excel on them. Lastly, Wurtz's strength is his spatial awareness or off-ball movement. Wurtz is a dynamic midfielder with a license to roam around the pitch, generally resulted him dropping into the considerable deeper areas that you might expect from a number 10. With Leverkusen whom looking to play out from the back, Wurtz may seek to make a late movement well inside his own half to receive the ball. He can receive with a relatively flat body position, but his constant scanning and all-around awareness are of a high quality which allows him to retain possession even when marked tightly. Wurtz is able to play the ball around the corner with quality technique, as seen in the next image, and shows the agility to dart back into space he had previously vacated. He can draw the opposition midfielders with him as he does this, and he can get back into possession of the ball on the halfway line, now facing the opposition goal, thanks to a simple 1-2. Wurtz is a calm when receive the ball and in this area and show his quality dribbling to evade any pressure. Yet his awareness of what around him not just allow him to get away any opponent, but still creating goal scoring opportunities. In this picture, despite a rather disappointing 5-1 thrash against Bayern Munich, Wurtz's assist for Leverkusen's sole goal of the game was exquisite. As he received between the lines, he evaded the pressure by 3 Bayern players before threading a through ball beyond the back line, angling it towards a goal for Patrick Schick to latch onto. On the other side of the area, Wurtz's weakness is quite as obvious as his strength. To me, there were 2 of them. First is his defensive contribution. Second is his patience on the ball. Wurtz during his professional career had been criticized for lacking in defensive contribution, given that modern football had gradually evolved to a total football where all players require to contribute both offense and the defense. And the stats do shows that Wurtz's lack of defensive output. His overall defense stats do look below average and require a proper nurture either from the awareness standpoint and the effort standpoint. While the other weakness is his game, the patience on the ball. You see, the German international had quite a quirky way of handling the ball on his feet. Although can be calm on the ball, but he can also be very rushed and deliver an ill-fated long pass attempt to no one, thus make his passing completion below 80% across his career. While the other side, Wurtz usually likes to hold the ball a bit too long that allowed the opponent to press or tackle, hence dispossessed easily due to the fact Wurtz at this stage of his career do not possess the physicality to deal with tackles, make him not the most press resistant player. Evaluate Wirtz' strength and weakness. In a comparison with Bruno Fernandes, how do he size up with the skipper? First of all, we know that what Bruno brings to Man United. Funny enough, both Wirtz and Bruno share some similarities, being very deadly on the final third using their creative passing. However, both of their passing contain different aspects. Bruno passing can be creative and deadly when clicked well, but Bruno creativity comes with frustrating missed passes as a 72.9% pass accuracy, but this can be explained that Bruno lack of physical specimens as Bruno have a smaller body frame and can easily outmuscle by opponent, hence force Bruno to either play the pass quicker than intended. While for Wirtz also possess a similar creative passing in the final third, combining not dealing well with the tackles, Wirtz made out with his tricky dribbling and ball carrying ability that Bruno do not possess. With these positive traits, given Wirtz an advantage as when he enters the final third and facing opponent, instead of blasting past instantly, Wirtz can first take on his opponent then show himself at the better position to create the chance. In spite of the advantage, Bruno contains one thing over Wirtz is Bruno's high defensive work rate, as Bruno has the engine and willingness to press opponent immediately after losing the ball or even chase down an opponent from end to end. While this can be something for Wirtz to take note, in short, both number 10 contains their fair share of strength and weakness, as Bruno and Wirtz were a dynamic midfielder with creative passing range, but one of them have a better dribbling and passing while the other will provide a strong defensive cover. To me, I think Man United could really bring in Wirtz for probably coming summer window under £80 million euro next year, as I really see Wirtz become a world-class midfielder if he sorted out his weakness, given that he's already well-rounded, while under a coach like Erik ten Hag could really nurture him into that tier of level of a player, also be the understudy or future replacement for the Man United captain. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will you bring in Florian Wirtz to Man United for Bruno Fernandes replacement or understudy? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.